So here in Clovis, California, we just finished replacing a hose for the spray assembly right here. And honestly, it wasn't leaking, but when we were inspecting it, you can see that it looks pretty swollen. I mean, maybe that's typical, maybe not, I don't know, but it looks like it's getting ready to burst to me. So we had a new hose that we just got from Ferguson. It's a Moen hose, and we've got the number. It's the same one we installed previously on the sink behind us. But that's installed and working correctly. We've got some other issues going on that's causing water underneath this cabinet. And one of them is this sink is installed incorrectly. You can see, hopefully you can see when you press down, this whole sink moves, okay? So all that water is translating, across the top of the sink and rolling back, and everywhere around here where it's open, especially here in the front, it's just rolling off and dripping down underneath. So that needs to be addressed, and I would get with the original contractor, number one, first. Maybe they'll cover it, maybe they won't, but the installation, our guys, and even if you call Granite Mountain, they'll tell you, plumber's tape is not how you install one of these stainless steel sinks. That tape right there, that's super dumb. They make special brackets. Of course, it costs money, the brackets that they use, and they've got adjustable bolts that actually go up and sit against the bottom of the stainless steel and hold it against granite. Additionally, when you put these things in, you're supposed to, there's a lip, that stainless steel is about this wide, about an inch and a quarter wide. You're supposed to put an adhesive, a sealer and an adhesive on the top of the stainless, and then push it up into place. And then those little screws, you run them up and you tighten everything up, and the glue dries and it seals. And then outside here, you come in, you take clear silicone. I'm not trying to tell you how to do your job, but this is wrong. When this sink is moving, you can see it on the back here, completely open, and especially on the front. That's where all the water, it's actually underneath here, it's rolled off, and I showed the homeowner's son here, all the water that's rolling off. So you got a lot of stuff going on there. It needs to be addressed. So we replaced the hose. Cartridge needs to get replaced next. We saw it dripping, and then it went away, and then it started dripping again. So we're going to get a hold of Moen. I've got it on my calendar. The day after Labor Day, we're going to get the shipped. It's going to take 5-7 business days to get out here, so we'll get that addressed. This is not hooked up anymore. That's just sitting there in the hole, and so it's not code. It's not correct, but it will drain, and that drain line, there's quite a bit of debris in it. You can see all that dark black stuff in there. Something is sticking to it. And when you do these tie-ins to a disposal like that, that hose is supposed to go up high and loop back down and then in. And that's in parts of the country that it's allowed. It's not allowed here, but everybody does it anyway. So no big deal on that. You may or may not, have to replace that hose. I recommend SNL. That's like Saturday Night Live, SNL Appliance Repair. They'll come out and replace that hose for you, based on the model of your dishwasher right there. So that's good. The only other thing down here, you tried to cover up the mess, which is good. Unfortunately, because of all the water leaking, it's gotten underneath here, and so you can see we pulled this up, and there's water all underneath this. And so you probably want to just pull this out for a while and let this all dry up. Best case scenario, have a finish carpenter come in here, cut that thing out, and replace it. That there is the old particle board, and once water gets into it, mold starts to grow, and you can see the black stuff. It's already growing in there, and once that starts to thrive, then you got a health issue, and you'll never know it. You'll just keep breathing it until you get sick. So that's pretty critical. Everything else looks fine down here. I don't see any leaking of the shutoff valves, the supply lines, nothing else. But do get after the countertop guys and find out what they can do to get this addressed. And if they won't take care of it, then I'd start with Granite Mountain. And if you can't find someone, give me a holler, and I'll try and get a hold of someone who might be willing to come out and take care of this project for you. Outside of that, this installation is done.